Hi, it's Adina with Tarot to the Truth. I thought I'd do a fun Friday tarot reading on some of the things and the events happening this week. I haven't done a political one for a while. The political spectrum has seemed a little bit boring to me, but we've been going through so many energy changes that I thought it would be a little bit fun. So I did one on the CEO of Bud, or the Busch Light production. Bud Light is the iconic fear that a lot of the regulars feel was there's this boycott anyways going on, so if you're not familiar with it. And I did a reading on him. He is the Knight of Pentacles. So I got a lot of Pentacles. So he is slow and methodical. He is a fixer, so that might be a good thing for Budweiser. Their foundation is upside down. It's a little bit unsteady right now. So that is a given, because the truth of how their people that they kind of counted on to come in is coming in very swiftly, more quickly than they thought. Their past was the Page of Pentacles. I think the Page financially was a little bit naive as to their current market. Now, I know as a Fortune 500 company, they get a lot of pressure to fill these criteria so that they get a higher rating. And for the Fortune 500, so that the higher the rating that they get, like Elon Musk's Tesla is not as high of a rating. And then obviously they're going for that. But you have to know your base, your customer base, and what they're willing to endure and be told. And nobody wants to be told from corporate America how they should or shouldn't live their lives. Nobody wants to be told. We're going into the Aquarian age. That old dogma of playing on people's minds. I think our generations are smarter. We know when people are trying to propagate us and manipulate us, and when they're not being true and honest. And the Aquarian pouring in the truth is really going to help us to see where some of these large corporations that have taken their customer base for granted, and they try to come in politically related. It's just best probably for corporate America not to be politically involved. But when they do come in politically involved and they actually betray, like they don't have their standards that they've portrayed, and they come in hypocritical, there is going to be a stronger and stronger movement of more ideals from this Aquarian age that just are no longer going to buy it. They know that they're trying to tell us something. It doesn't fit with their old genre, which takes me to the next. So they're going to make it look beautiful and appealing. So they came back out with the Budweiser horses, which is the iconic history, the America, the Midwest, the small towns where people help their neighbors, and that kind of old feel. This is the advice to the CEO. The advice is to surrender to the fickle relationship of which they have dealt on. So, they have definitely, I'm not sure where that fickle relationship is, if that fickle relationship was them with their base customers that have now left them because they felt betrayed, or if that fickle relationship is with this trying to get these new younger drinkers to come to their brand, and trying this new with Dylan Mulvaney, which just did not work for Budweiser brand. I still remember when they tried to change the Coca-Cola to New Coke, and how people went in an uprising. And this kind of reminds me of the same that was in the, I don't remember when it was, in the late 80s. And I never drank Coke again, because then they went back to the original recipe, which we all know was not the original recipe, because it was corn syrup, which was cheaper than sugar when Reagan was in. So just another one. I'm going to do one more on the reading and see what we get. So as far as will the marketing manager of the Bud Light be fired? She was a woman that came out and actually did say that she didn't even like Bud Light and or the base. And so, interesting enough, I am so idealistic of a person. I could not represent something that I didn't believe in, that I didn't even like, just for the sake of business. And hopefully that is the kind of capitalistic business that will die, that will just go away. So that's what I'm hoping. So will she lose her job? Will she be the sacrifice that they need to make? Wow, she is definitely beat up here. interesting enough, she is getting a world card. So she's definitely meant to be where she's at. She's a portal of change. And remember, some people are there to change. They're just there to change things. You like them or don't like them, they're definitely changing the world. She is definitely she's getting beat up. That's for sure. I think she had to close down all of her social media. The truth of it all is definitely coming in. The Seven of Swords, that can be a little nefarious. It can be, you have all of the truth and you're hoarding it, like you're hanging on to it. Maybe she's not sharing what she knows about the whole situation. But the present is that they're trying to bring both sides. And the wings, this was planned, happening during this eclipse season. This is universal. The universe is involved in this, which is very interesting. I got the Queen of Cups in this one. Remember, we had the Queen of Pentacles on the last one. Queen of Cups for this one. And so as a corporation, the advice is to go with the simple truth. For everything that's overwhelming, this is a completion of the overwhelmingness. Queen of Cups is similar to the Queen of Pentacles for the CEO. They're trying to find a way emotionally to reconnect with their people. She's trying to find a way emotionally to stay, so will she lose her job? It doesn't look like she's going to lose her job from this, but she is going to change the trajectory of this beer company. And as a Fortune 500 company, maybe it's just time for them to not survive this. So maybe I should do a draw on the future of this company as a whole. So let's do one more. This is kind of fun. Sorry about that. All right. So the future of Budweiser as a company. Will it stay alive? Will it be smaller? Will it be something different? So justice will reign for the fool's journey. Oh, the King of Swords. I think, okay. Lots of truth coming in here. Lots of knights and kings, and wow. Okay, so it's interesting. So, I know a lot of people haven't been able to understand it. I get it. I get why it's a really big deal. And so justice is coming for everybody involved. So Budweiser, he's on a fool's journey. They've got their head in the clouds. They're walking along like nothing is wrong. Like they really think that they are fixing this. But the King of Swords is judging the past, where they haven't been completely honest, I think, as a company to their people who they're selling. And it's a new beginning of truth in the company. So if they can do that, the Knight of Wands is really fast moving and swift. It's going to get things done. It's a starter. So if they can really clarify that foundation again, then, and the advice is another ace. So if they can begin to connect in a truthfully, emotional manner, they will be able to survive. This is the King of Wands. But the wand energy is moving forward. So they're definitely dedicated to the future. They're dedicated to their belief systems. And so a more truthful, honest company will come out of this. It will look different. It will definitely be a little bit different. And you know, the beautiful thing that came out of the last decade is that we have all of these wonderfully made craft beers by young, adventurous people. Well, and some older. I mean, the entrepreneurs in the beer industry, in the craft beer industry, in the cideries has just grown exponentially, and especially in the Midwest and many other places. And I think that these huge conglomerates are going to continue to pay the price, and we're going to continue to see them reducing in size and having a smaller and smaller market and a smaller and smaller presence. So that is what I'm seeing in the cards. That's intuitively what I feel and what I felt about these huge companies in the first place. So go with it. This is just a fun Friday tarot reading. See what you think. Let me know in the comments if you feel that Budweiser is a big Fortune 500 company, maybe maybe the marketing person was right. Maybe they have outlived, if they were starting to die already. Some things maybe are just okay letting it go. So thank you. This is Dina with Tarot to the Truth.